So, you did it. You wrote a book. First off, seriously, congratulations. That is a huge deal. But, and it's a big but, now comes the really hard part, right? Getting your book actually seen and sold on Amazon. It is so crowded out there, it feels like you just climbed this huge mountain, and now you're staring at an even bigger one.
And that's the question we're tackling today. Now what? Because, so many authors hit that publish button, and then nothing. Just crickets. So this isn't going to be just another how-to guide. Nope. Today, we are laying out a full-on strategic blueprint. A real plan to take that manuscript of yours and turn it into a genuine success story. All right, let's get into it.
We're going to break this whole thing down into 4 key parts, 4 essential pillars. You can really think of these as the foundation for your entire career as an author. First, crafting the product itself. Second, getting it set up so people can actually find it. Third, actively marketing it. And fourth, the fun part, maximizing your profits.
Okay, so pillar number 1, and this is crucial. Before you spend a single dime, before you even think about running an ad, your book has to be absolutely top-notch. I mean, exceptional. You might be asking why. Well, it's simple. The best marketing in the world can't save a bad product. It all starts with having a book that sells itself once a reader lays eyes on it. Because remember, your book is so much more than just the words inside. It's the whole package.
And this quote right here from Rachel Harrison's son just nails it. When you charge premium prices, you must deliver premium value. See, a professional-looking book doesn't just look better, it feels more valuable to the reader. And that feeling, that perception of quality, that's what gives you the confidence to price your book appropriately, to stand out from the crowd, and, to actually earn what your hard work is worth.
Look, Amazon gives you some tools to work with. Sure, you've got Kindle Create, the Cover Creator, but here's the catch. They basically just hand you the keys and expect you to figure out how to drive. The responsibility for making your book look like it belongs on a shelf at a major bookstore, that's 100% on you.
All right, let's talk covers. Your cover is your #1 most important sales tool, period. You have a split second to grab someone's attention as they're scrolling. So the real test is this: shrink it down to a tiny thumbnail. Can you still read the title? Does it instantly scream epic fantasy or cozy mystery? Because if it doesn't, I promise you, readers are just going to keep on scrolling.
And that professionalism has to carry over to the inside of the book, too. We're talking about the little things, A clean title page, a proper copyright page, and please, use page breaks instead of just mashing the Enter key a dozen times. It might seem small, but these are the subtle clues that tell a reader, hey, this author knows what they're doing. This is a quality book.
All right, so you've got this amazing premium product ready to go. Awesome. Now we're moving on to pillar 2. Because here's the thing. Having a great book is fantastic, but it's useless if the right readers can't find it. So this is all about getting smart, getting strategic, and using Amazon's own system to our advantage.
Let's talk about your secret weapon for getting found on Amazon. Keywords. These are literally the words and phrases that your ideal reader is typing into that search bar. KDP gives you 7 of these precious keyword slots, and if you use them right, it's like putting up giant flashing neon signs all over Amazon that point straight to your book.
The trick here is to stop thinking like an author and start thinking like a reader. So don't just put fantasy. That's way too broad. Think more like epic fantasy with dragons and magic academy. Get specific. And please don't waste that valuable space by repeating words from your title or subtitle. And definitely don't put in subjective stuff like best book of the year. Amazon's algorithm just laughs at that and ignores it. Okay, product is premium. Setup is smart. You're ready for pillar 3, marketing. This is where we stop waiting and start proactively getting your book in front of people. Because, let's be real, the publish and pray method, it's a one-way ticket to disappointment.
This right here is probably the biggest myth in self-publishing. This idea that if you write a brilliant book, readers will just magically find it. The reality? With literally thousands of books hitting the virtual shelves every single day, even a literary masterpiece can get completely buried. Your job doesn't end when you hit publish. In a lot of ways, it's just getting started.
And this quote from Sean Dalwett is such a critical mindset shift. Ads do not sell books. It only shows your books to more people. Think about that. Ads are an amplifier. They're a megaphone. They are not a magic fix. If your cover is bad or your book description is full of typos, all an ad is going to do is let you pay to show that weak product to more people. You'll just lose money, faster. So why do you need a strategy? Why can't you just throw some money at ads and see what happens? Well, look at this number. We're seeing clicks that used to cost 50 cents now costing $2 or more. The competition is fierce. The ad space is getting expensive. You absolutely cannot afford to just wing it anymore. You need a smart plan to make every single click, every single dollar count.
The good news is you've got options, lots of them. On the free side of things, platforms like TikTok and Pinterest are absolute gold mines right now. And hey, you don't even have to show your face. You can make simple, faceless videos or cool book mockups. And then for paid ads, you can't beat Amazon ads. Why? Because you're targeting people who are on the platform, credit card in hand, actively looking to buy a book right now. I absolutely love this analogy from Ken Forneri. Think of your book, that premium product we talked about, as the boat. Amazon ads, they're just the paddle. You use that paddle to get the boat moving, to push off from the shore. But the real goal is to get that boat into the main current, which is Amazon's algorithm. Once the algorithm picks you up, it starts showing your book to people for free. That's when you start getting those sweet, profitable, organic sales.
All right, pillar number 4. Let's talk about the money. This is where we shift gears from just selling a book to actually building a business. This is about creating a sustainable income stream from your writing.
So when it comes to pricing your ebook on KDP, you've got this really important choice to make. You can go for the 70% royalty rate, which sounds great, right? But the catch is, your book has to be priced between $2.99 and $9.99. The other option is the 35% royalty. Now that's a lower percentage, but it gives you total freedom to price your book anywhere from 99 cents all the way up to $200, which can be super strategic for running sales or for certain types of books.
And this is how you really level up your author game. Think bigger than just one book. Writing a series is a game changer because you can advertise book 1, maybe even at a loss, and make all your profit on the rest of the series. Building an email list, that gives you a direct line to your biggest fans. You can even create things like courses. This right here is the shift. It's what separates someone who just wrote a book from someone who is building an author business.
So let's recap. That's the blueprint, the 4 pillars of KDP success. It all starts with a premium product. Then you need a smart setup in the KDP system. Follow that with strategic marketing, and finally, you wrap it all up with a savvy plan to maximize your profits. That's the whole package.
So I want to leave you with this one final thought, this one question to really chew on. Is your book just a product you're trying to sell? Or is it the very first step, the cornerstone of a real long-term author business? The choice is totally up to you, but the opportunity is massive.